Idaho Fish and Game reports the adenovirus hemorrhagic disease, or AHD, has killed 20 big game animals in the upper Snake region recently. The disease is common among deer, elk, and moose. Local News 8's Braden Wilson joins me here in the studio. Braden, what more have you learned?
Todd, this month, Idaho Fish and Game discovered 16 moose calves, 1 adult moose, and 4 mule deer, all of which died of AHD.
Symptoms are mostly internal, so when we come across a carcass, we can dissect it and look at the lungs and the liver, and it'll show signs of hemorrhaging, basically excessive blood.
The deadly disease doesn't often present externally, but if it does, an animal doesn't have long left.
Sometimes when the animal's still alive, it'll exhibit some odd symptoms like twirling in a circle or extremely lethargic. Sometimes they'll even bleed out of their mouth and nose. But if they get to that point, then they're most likely going to perish within 24 hours time.
It can be hard for Fish and Game to find this disease in animals, and testing for it is not an easy task.
It is my understanding that it's a very hard disease to test for in a laboratory setting. It's really difficult to get to nail down a positive result, but several of them have been suspected as having AHD.
The disease is transferred primarily through nose-to-nose contact, though animals who touch a carcass with the disease may contract it as well. It isn't known to transfer to humans, but that doesn't mean we should mess around with unknown carcasses.
Just don't mess with it and give us a call, and we'll come and investigate. We're attempting to remove all those that we can, all those that are suspected to have died of AHD, trying to remove them off the landscape so other animals don't become infected.
AHD can also be contracted any time of year, and because of that, Fish and Game is asking us to look ahead to fall, and if hunters harvest an animal that seems fishy.
If there's something that you suspect is wrong with the meat of your animal, then bring it into us and we'll check it out for you. If it needs be, we'll send it off to a laboratory for testing and decide what to do at that point. Sometimes that might mean issuing another tag if that meat is determined to be bad, or something that we negotiate with the hunter.
I've also contacted Wyoming Game and Fish to see if they have found this disease in the state throughout the month of April. They reported that they have not found any traces of the disease recently. In studio for Local News 8, I'm Braden Wilson.
Okay, Braden, thank you for that.